Corey Homicide Williams, and you're now watching Gully Sports TV.
This was easily probably one of the biggest moments of my life, let alone my media career. I grew up loving college basketball. I grew up loving Kenny Anderson. Georgia Tech was one of my squads during the Lethal Weapon 3 era. I wore number 12 in junior high. Kenny Anderson in my generation, he was our Allen Iverson. He was just everything. Kenny Anderson was God, you know what I'm saying? And to get the opportunity to set foot on Georgia Tech campus, as a kid, I used to envision myself going there, you know what I'm saying? Georgia Tech was point guard like after Mark Price and Kenny Anderson came, you know, Stephon and Travis Best and Jared Jack. It was just point guard everything. So that was my squad. I loved Georgia Tech. To be invited to the campus was a big thing for me, man. Just to go down there and take selfies or some shit like that in front of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket logo would have been just enough for me. But thanks to great networking skills and Arliss Michaels being from New York.
You gotta do the dribble. We here, man. You gotta suit up, man.
All right.
Come on,
5 minutes. I'll be ready.
Hey.
And having a relationship with KHALID Moore, I was invited into the training facility at Georgia Tech. Me, personally, I always 80-90% of the time am dressed like an athlete. I will have some type of athletic sneakers on or sweats or something like that. And, you know, I had no idea that I was gonna actually get a chance to actually like break a sweat in they training facility. But anyway, I was invited into the training facility, and I came there to do an interview with KHALID Moore, and that was for my Gully TV sports platform. That would have been an interview with a Division I basketball player. That was just out of sight. Beyond that, I was invited into the training facility. I was able to, you know, play KHALID Moore one-on-one, shoot around with him and shit like that, and just see everything, just experience the whole. It was as if I was on a recruiting trip. I experienced the whole Georgia Tech experience, and as far as athletics. Ultimately, he walked me. I didn't think this was gonna happen at all. Being in the training facility and the practice gym is one thing, but he actually walked me into the arena, out of sight, mind blown, just blew my mind, man. Like being able to walk down onto the court that Kenny Anderson played on, and I'm looking up into the rafters, I'm seeing all of the jerseys just retired, Tom Hammond, John Sally, Mark Price, and I'm just remembering all of the Georgia Tech everything, man. Ismail Muhammad.
Ismail! Moore to Muhammad for the dunk. Oh! Want some? Get some.
Just over the years, man, different guys that played for Georgia Tech, man, that didn't get you know, all of the press, but they was nice. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking about all of that. I'm like, damn, man, like Chris Bosh, like all of these dudes played for Georgia Tech, man. I'm like, damn, I'm right in here, right? So, you know, we doing my media thing, I'm filming and everything, man. I told him, I said, my man, you gotta get a ball. I gotta shoot a jump shot in here. I've never been in a D1 gym to this magnitude. I done been in Division I facilities before, but I'm on the actual basketball court. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta go get a pill, man. I gotta shoot the ball. I gotta dribble this motherfucker. And not only that, this basketball court is the court that Kenny Anderson did the move. The legendary move on Bobby Hurley happened on this court. So I have to, this is a shrine. I have to go down here and I have to do a reenactment.
It was a bad 25. Look out. swings around him. A little shake, rattle and roll. A little shake.
Feel this I need the aura, the energy. I'm at the Oracle. You're going to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz. I'm here. I'm at the Wiz, right? So boom. While I'm at the Wiz, man, he go get me the pill, man. And I try to, in my mind, I tried to remember, because it was 25, 30 years ago, of course, probably 30 years ago. I tried to remember exactly where on the court that Kenny Anderson broke Bobby Hurley down. And I went to this specific, it was a home game. I know I remember that because Kenny had on the white jersey. And I went and I did my Kenny shit. Then I went and I did my Kenny Anderson move that I practiced over and over and over since I was a kid. My first time ever even trying to use my left hand was trying to do this Kenny Anderson spin move. Kenny Anderson had this spin move. Kenny Anderson was spinning your ass one way and spinning your ass back. The Kenny Anderson, man, I had to do it, and I got a chance to do my move, and I got a chance to shoot some J's. I was ice cold at the beginning, man. Like, shooting in the training facility, I kind of warmed up right away. Being in the fucking on the actual Georgia Tech court in their arena, it's a huge fucking arena, and it's all of these goddamn seats. So when you shooting the fucking ball, the fucking backboard is glass. You shooting the motherfucker, all you see is seats. You feel me? Like the target, you need bodies to be in this motherfucker for you to understand what I'm saying. Shooting with nobody in that gym and shooting with bodies in there is probably a little bit different, but I couldn't hit nothing at first. The rims was tight. I got absolute respect for Division I athletes who can shoot jumpers and stroke. If you can stroke on them, I shot on Georgia Tech's rim. That wasn't a regular shooting experience. There was something different or tight about that rim. It kind of looked like a double metal rim. Like, I couldn't cook at first, man, but you know, when you a ball player, man, it's like riding a bike. Gradually, my body started to heat up. Before I knew it, bang! I got the cook in that motherfucker, man. I know I shouldn't be cussing so much on this piece that's probably going to be seen by Mr. Chibbs himself, Kenny Anderson, but I'm excited, man. You got to understand. Out of all the places, this is how I know I'm chosen. I be trying to tell people that I'm special. You know what I mean? Gully TV is special. I be trying to tell people. Out of all of the basketball courts in the world that God put me on, out of all of the basketball courts in the world and on the planet, He put me on the one that I wanted to be on from day one. You feel me? This whole shit with Gully TV, man, y'all don't understand, man. This is beyond fantastic. This is beyond fantastic. This is beyond media. Y'all watching a kid who collected basketball cards, man. You watching a kid, man, who the NCAA tournament and, you know, the ACC tournament, the Big East tournament. Y'all watching a kid who that shit was just everything. I'm talking about it was everything. It was just everything. And to go down on that court and shoot jump shots on the same court that Dennis Scott stroked from was just crazy, man. I'm looking up at the rafters, at the jerseys that was hung up there. Something that I didn't understand, but I don't know, it made sense, I guess, a little bit later. That doesn't make sense. Kenny Anderson's jersey wasn't retired. It's not retired. It's not retired. It wasn't up in the rafters. I couldn't believe it. And KHALID Moore, he actually wears number 12. He wears Kenny Anderson's number. And I asked him about that. He said he was actually he wore number 2 initially, KHALID, and he said I think number 2 wasn't available, so he wore 12. He went to the same high school as him. Go figure. Prior to meeting KHALID Moore, I didn't know his body of work. I ended up going and checking out his highlights. I like him. He got a nose for putting that ball in the bucket. Like what I noticed about his highlights, there wasn't a lot of dunks. It was just blue collar, putting the motherfucking ball in the bucket. That's all he does is put the ball in the bucket. Nice mid range, very very even arsenal. I noticed that about him. My opinion is that lifting weights and continuing to work hard, he's definitely going to the NBA. He's definitely an NBA caliber player. You know what I'm saying? What he does after his senior year is going to be left up to him. But it was a pleasure to work out with him. Very talented. Again, I didn't get the chance to go look at his highlights until after I did the interview. And yeah, he put that ball in the bucket. He definitely put the ball in the bucket. And I like his game. And he's definitely he know how to boogie. He know how to boogie. So shout out to KHALID Moore. Shout out to Kenny, man. You never know when somebody's child is watching. You know what I mean? And I was watching Kenny Anderson, man, in college, and he just was everything. And man,
boy, dribble down here at Georgia Tech. You know, this means everything to me. This their training facility. I grew up a devout Kenny Anderson fan, so I'm up in here with one of their 4-year players. We about to go through some drills or whatever. I ain't been handling the pill, but I can shoot this motherfucker. We gonna see what happens though. Shout out to everybody that be watching Gully TV Sports, and let's get it.
That's another New York freshman, KHALID Moore, from Malloy High School. That's where Kenny Anderson went.
Oh, yeah. The projection